Welcome to Tales of the Town. On this episode, we'll regale you with the story of a nation obsessed with alcohol. It was a hot July day in the summer of 1909 when a stranger stepped off the train here in New Ulm. But this was no ordinary stranger. This was Carrie Nation. Carrie Nation was a radical member of the American temperance movement, which opposed the sale of alcohol before the advent of Prohibition. Back in 1865, Carrie married a man named Charles Gloyd, who fought for the Union in the Civil War, but afterwards became an alcoholic. By 1867, Carrie and Charles were estranged, and in 1869, before the birth of their first child, Charles died from complications due to his alcoholism. But Carrie remarried in 1874 to a man named David A. Nation, who was an attorney, minister, and newspaper journalist. And it's at that point that Carrie began her temperance activities in earnest, starting in Medicine Lodge, Kansas, where she began a local branch of the Women's Christian Temperance Union that was fighting to enforce Kansas's ban on the sale of alcohol. In June of 1900, after years of fruitless efforts at temperance, Carrie claimed to receive a vision from God. After her vision, she began collecting rocks, smashers she called them, and then proceeded to the local saloon. After entering the saloon, she declared, "Men, I am here to save you from a drunkard's fate," and then smashed the saloon's whole stock of alcohol. She didn't stop there. She smashed up 2 more saloons in the town of Kiowa, and afterwards, a tornado hit eastern Kansas, which Carrie took as divine approval for her activities. Carrie's smashing spree continued across the Midwest, of course, racking up legal fines and fees, but she paid for those by selling souvenir hatchet pins and through speaking fees from temperance movement rallies. She was on her way to just one such rally out in Redwood Falls when something inspired her to stop here in New Ulm. Carrie set her sights on Minnesota Street, where she first went to Bartle's Saloon, where to the saloon proprietor Anton Bartle she said, "You are the devil," and then proceeded to lecture him for over 5 minutes on the evils of alcohol, but then got a little distracted and started talking about how it was the state's fault for allowing such a practice to begin with. She didn't stop there, though. After leaving the saloon, she went to the local newspaper and chided them for their political affiliations. She spent so much time in New Ulm that she had to take the late train to Redwood Falls, where she was so late that they had to offer over 200 refunds to the people that were going to attend. Back in New Ulm, the bartenders, instead of being disturbed at her appearance, were just grateful that she had neglected to smash anything up. And they showed that appreciation by purchasing some of her souvenir hatchet pins. This story, like many others, is just what makes New Ulm so unique. Make sure you join us next time on Tales of the Town.